Okay. I know General's eagerly awaiting this live stream tonight to see if everything comes off without a hitch. I know I'm waiting to see if everything comes off without a hitch tonight, audio wise. And I did have Carter on the line here, but he was playing some stupid Two Loco radio shit, and he couldn't hear me telling him to stop. So I had to cut him off. I had to cut you off, Carter. So when you realize that you have been cut off, call back in. Yeah, now let's see if I can find me. Yep, same thing as every week. I know General will get a kick out of this, and that's working fine. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, we'll get started here in a minute. Um, there we go. Well, we got 12 people in here now. So Carter, whenever you call back in, there we go. You know. Well, we got see, there it is now. There it is. There's that echo that you guys love so much. I think I've stopped it. What's going on, General? What's going on, Aaron Ross, Cody D, Youngblood, ACP Carter, and Small Ball? That would be Garrett, Stephen, James, my boy Flint is back in the house. Hopefully, little Stu's watching, and Becky and Big Stu. What's going on? Shout out to you guys. Appreciate it today. A lot of fun at the non-practice. What's up, Danielle? Let me call Carter here real quick like and sort of in a hurry. Are you there?
I'm here, man.
Have you got that stupid Two Loco shit turned off?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's my boy ACP Carter. He's back from a one show hiatus. Say hello to everyone, Mr. Carter.
What's going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? I stole that.
From, I can't remember his name. Tell me. Rainbow.
Yeah, Rainbow and Jug.
Yeah. Shout out to Squid Tard. Hand delivered his flag today to him. He was the winner last week. Flint and I handed it to him. What's up, Hoss, Scooter, Vodka? Some more of my favorite people in here. Man, Joel, Gilliam, good to see you. Welcome, everybody. 27 days, man. 27 days. And I mentioned it a minute ago. I don't know how many of you guys went to Neyland Stadium today expecting to see a freaking open practice. If you're one of those people, raise your hand. I'm raising my hand. So yeah, me and Gate City Blue Devil, Stuart Big and Stuart Little, and another person went to the practice today, and there was no practice. Now it rained. It did. It rained, and it apparently thundered and lightninged, and they canceled the shit on us. I don't know. What'd you think about that, Carter? You weren't there, but
well, all I know is the thunder rolled and the lightning strike, and all the Vols fans were told no. So
yeah. Maybe somebody was expecting Garth Brooks.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
my question is okay, I get that if the weather's bad, but I just don't. I can't believe they couldn't have postponed it for like 30 minutes to an hour or however long. I don't know.
Thank you. That was my question. And Bama Marine here bright and early today to crawl up my ass and give me shit via the transfer portal of Alabama to Tennessee. He's saying 5-7, Carter. What are you saying? What's up, Sean?
We're going 15-0. What you talking about?
Yeah.
I hope not 5-7.
Now that would suck. Got some microphone issues. Maybe something's up too loud or what? What's up, Tiger Cat? There's my girl. LSU fan.
She's going to be watching you on her TV.
Someday, you never know.
That's what she's fixing to do.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. So I won't be in the chat room. That's cool. That's cool. We can dig that. We got 2 LSU fans in here.
LSU Scooter.
Scooter is the gentleman that sent me the microphone. You remember the big orange microphone? Kiss my ass, Bama Marine. You gonna make?
Oh my God! Did Hoss get hacked?
Why you say that?
He said I just drank a Roadhouse tea a few minutes ago, and I don't give a fuck.
Uh-oh, he may have. That's a good question.
General says we're going 10-2, but we're going to lose to BYU in Florida.
General's going to get blocked here in a minute. He's going to get blocked.
We're going to beat Bama and Georgia, but we're going to lose to BYU.
And Florida. BYU and Florida are. See, I know what's up with General. I know what's up. He's playing this up. He's getting a little press time, so to speak, and so he's running with it. And I'm gonna tell you something, General. Yes, I have a fucking high school diploma. Just barely, but I do have one. I've even
attended community college.
That's right. For a little while. What's up, Mike Rutledge from South Texas? There you go. Now we're getting people from all over the world. So we got Mike Rutledge from South Texas and Tiger Cat. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. She's an LSU fan. I'll say that. Hell, Texas is a big-ass state. We got 2 people watching from Texas today. Dave Knox. I don't know about that, Dave. Maybe they should have. I don't know. I was kind of pissed about it initially, but one thing it did was it allowed us more times at Calhoun's, didn't it, Flint? That was fun. It's been a long time since I've been to Calhoun. You've been to Calhoun's on the river, haven't you, Carter?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a little overpriced, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna say that their barbecue is really good.
Well, I didn't have any today. I had a hamburger and it was outstanding.
Yeah, they got good food. I'm not big on their barbecue because I'm from West Tennessee, where barbecue is king. Just saying.
The brisket was amazing.
Oh, I bet that was good.
Yeah, Bama Marine's having a field day in here. I'm glad you're having fun, Bama Marine, because that's what we're all about here. We're all about everybody trying to have fun. And it's going to be a lot of fun kicking the shit out of Alabama this year on the 3rd Saturday in October. What do you think about that, Carter? Do we have a chance?
Well, even a snowball's got a chance in hell, right? So, sure.
That's what they say.
Dave Knox, best ribs in the world. Sir, I'm sorry to tell you, you need to go outside of Knoxville to eat ribs.
Yeah, I can't dispute that one way or the other because I've never had their ribs. They looked good.
I've had them. I've had better. That's all I'm saying. They weren't bad. I've had lots better.
How was it, Hoss? Hoss said he ate at Calhoun's in Gatlinburg after he got married. By the way, everybody, how is the audio tonight? I don't know. It feels like Carter sounds better through the microphone tonight than I do. I don't know if it's a spit screen I've got or not. It's actually a pop filter is what they call it. But and by the way, Aaron Ross, good to see you. Haven't talked to you or heard from you in a while. Did Maryville have a scrimmage this past week? And that's right, it is high school scrimmage time, and you guys know I'm going to talk about high school football, whether you like it or not. Okay, thank you, Sean. High school scrimmage time. Greenville scrimmage Fulton. Our ones whooped their ones, and then their twos whooped our twos, and it ended up 4 touchdowns apiece. So I don't know what to make of that. In other news, my boy, Chris Everhart, who is the son of Klein Everhart, who is the owner of these guys, ETI, Everhart Transportation Incorporated, committed to Marshall today. So congrats, Chris. Also, I missed this one somewhere along the way, but my boy Ty Youngblood committed to Furman. I didn't tell you about that, Carter, because I know you don't give a shit about high school anyway. And of course, our boy Will Albright, who is a University of Tennessee commit. Any Vols fan should be happy about that because he's a good get. Even General agrees that he's a good get, even though I didn't even know they had 2 stars. But as long snappers go, they're pretty damn important. Somebody's got to get the punter the ball, and God knows we need our punter, don't we, Carter?
Oh, definitely. The only thing that sucks about the long snappers is, man, they don't get scholarships. I just don't understand that.
Well, if they're smart like Will, they don't need one. They can get academic scholarships.
Right, yeah.
So there you go. What's up, Joel Gilliam? Big Anderson County fan who don't want to see any more of the Greenevilles. He's had enough of that. Carter, break us down some things to talk about tonight. I know before we started you had a list of things we could talk about.
Well, it's 27 days, and we can talk about our favorite number 27, and I know it's mostly going to be Al Wilson, but there is one 27 that you didn't think of that is pretty important. And no, I'm not talking about Arian Foster, and no, I'm not talking about Troy Fleming. I am talking about Hank Moricella.
That's a pretty important number 27.
That definitely is.
Tell us why Hank Moricella is important.
Well, he was on the 1951 National Championship team. He's from New Orleans, Louisiana. He was a Heisman contender. He still holds a few offensive records. And, that's back in the wing T days, where quarterbacks were more like running backs and might throw the ball 5-6 times a game.
Yeah, Alabama, Mr. Frickin' Bama Marine. There's no such thing as a wing A offense, is there? That's right. That's what I thought. Moving right along. Yeah, Al Wilson would be more than likely everybody's favorite number 27 from Tennessee. Do you guys, in the comments, do you guys have any number 27s at Tennessee that you can think of? I've kind of scrapped the whole jersey thing because everybody does that. But, you guys and my boy Carter, you guys know some numbers probably a lot better than I do. Hell, Uncle Lou probably knows more Tennessee jersey numbers than I do. But Quavarius Crouch, is that a 27 general? I guess I can't wait for him to answer it. But anyway, Carter.
Well, we could. Should we tell them the big news or should we wait?
It may not be big news to them, but yeah, tell them.
Well, as of last night and today, we are still going to be doing these Sunday night streams. Nothing like that's going to change. But we are also going to be joining the Volunteer Roadshow family, and me and BVD will be doing a weekly podcast. Might be more than once a week. The general knows about it. Him and Josh are going to do it. But yeah, we're working on it right now. We don't have a name, but it's going to be fun. So
yeah, and although this channel is not the Volunteer Roadshow or the Volunteer Roadshow channel or anything of the sort, you'll be hearing that name a lot on here because, like Carter said, we're going to be doing some things over there that's going to benefit us all. But mostly it's going to benefit the fans. It's going to give fans, shit like ourselves, other options besides things like ESPN, SEC TV, garbage programming that those guys put up. And Bama Marine, are you still pissed off about the bumper, the magnets? I think Bama Marine's still mad at me for stealing his stupid ass Alabama magnets when he came over here. What year? We're down there this year, right, Alex?
yes.
Yeah, so that would be it would have been an odd year, which would have put it somewhere around, I'm going to guess, 2013 maybe.
I was thinking 11.
Okay. Might have been. That actually, you know what? You're probably right. It probably was. Probably was 11, because that's when I was at one point happily married. Yeah, Bama Marines on it, 2011. It was a fun time that weekend, all the way up to game time. And then, like things have gone here recently against those turds, things turned sour.
Not fun.
It's been 13 years since we've had any fun against those guys. What's
True
the
that.
what was the other thing you were talking about before we got on here? Oh, uh, favorite opening games
Yeah.
that we've attended. So since that was your idea, as are most of these, lay it on us.
Man, my favorite first game would definitely have to be the Cal game in 2006. That was fun. From start to finish, man, we just went out there and started beating the crap out of them. Robert Meacham had a hell of a day. Like 200 and something yards receiving. We were up 35-0 in the third quarter before they ever scored.
They were supposed to be really good that year too, weren't they?
Yeah. They had Deshaun Jackson. They had what was that quarterback, Longshire, I think.
Yeah, I
And
think
they
that's
also
right.
had Mr. Skittles himself,
Marshawn Lynch, yeah.
Yeah, they had a great team, man, and they were predicted to. I think we were like 10-point underdogs at home, and yeah, we just totally creamed them. That was a fun game because a lot of it you gotta, mainly in the past, growing up, most of the times your first game was like Fresno State or Wyoming or Southern Miss, but there has been a few, and of late, it's been getting better. We played West Virginia last year. We played NC State in 2012. We played Georgia Tech in 2017. So
West Virginia would have been my favorite opening game, whether I'd been to it or not. Had things not turned out better. You guys that have been watching my channel for many, many years may or may not remember me saying that my stepdad is a West Virginia grad, and he's got a couple other degrees too. But he's a West Virginia grad, and he always promised that if Tennessee and West Virginia ever played, he would take us to the game. Well, he's not able to do that anymore, so we didn't get to go to the game together last year, and fortunately for me, unfortunately for him, he missed a really good opportunity to really let me have it for that one, because man, that was ugly. But you mentioned the 2000, was it 12?
Yeah, NC State game.
NC State game. A
that
game.
We went to together.
Yep, the game we both went to. That's my favorite.
I could think of a couple other reasons why.
Why it's my favorite?
Well, you tortured me the whole time. I'm just
kidding. Hand to God, I was not thinking of that, and I wasn't even gonna put it in there. Sorry, I'm distracted by Chandler Davis in here telling Bama Marine to fuck off. Guarantee you that's not the first time he's heard that. Bama Marine is a good guy. Let me just say that up front. You wouldn't know it by his name. Bama Marine, But he is a good guy. I can say this from personal experience. He is a good freaking guy. Damn it. I don't like to say that. But when you are, you are, and when you're not, you're not. And he are. But back to NC State 2012. Yeah, my favorite game, many, many reasons why that was my favorite game. A, because I was there with Carter. And since you did mention it, that was a lot of fun harassing you for that game. But the biggest reason is because of all the years that I spent in Raleigh, North Carolina, hearing from those highly football uneducated NC State fans that we're lucky that NC State never played Tennessee because we'd kick their ass. What's up, John Brooks? Everybody say hello to John Brooks. And so I got so sick of hearing that shit that, that was on my bucket list for games. And lo and behold, it finally happened. And you guys all know what happened. Derek Dooley led orange-clad Volunteers went in there to Atlanta and kicked the shit out of them. And he got that ugly, ridiculous trophy they have to put on his head. And it was a lot of fun. Scary for a little bit because it looked like they might actually come back and win.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was cool. I mean, we kind of dominated them, but yeah, you're right. They kept coming back.
Mm-hmm.
The 2017 game against Georgia Tech, I know a lot of people, look at it as, you got to understand at the time, I don't think everybody was expecting us to go 4-8, but I enjoyed it, even though we got, ran for 500 yards. We still won the game, so I still had fun.
Can any of the Tennessee fans in here, and shit, Carter, with your memory, you might even remember this, the Pacific game. Tennessee.
That was 1990 or 1980, I think.
Was that? No, it was sooner than that. 90 maybe, but definitely not 80.
1991, I think, actually.
Well, I know Chuck Webb was here for that game. That's the game he got hurt in. And I'm trying to remember if that was a season opening game or if it was one of the mid-season non-conference games. Anyway, that was shaping up to be a really fun, I guess I can't say first game because I can't remember if it was or not, but, it was a lot of fun until Webb got hurt. And that's a memorable game for me because of that reason. And I'll never forget seeing him hop up off the turf and run off the field pretty much like nothing ever happened. And then to hear later that he was out for the season was just crushing. Appreciate it, John. That's all right, Water Bottle Gaming. General Nealon might have beat his wife, but at least he wasn't up above a bar screwing a bunch of hoes like the Bear. Oh, the Bear incidentally was undefeated against General Nealon. Anything else you'd like to say, smartass? Didn't think so.
You actually just said it backwards, my friend.
Who cares? I knew what I meant. What did I say?
The game was not the first vote.
Check my text. I said that Nealon was. Yeah.
But the Pacific game was actually not the first game of the year. We had that football kickoff pigskin classic with Colorado ended in a 31-31 tie. It was 1990, and
that was a good one.
We did beat Pacific 55-7.
No, I'm not cussing Tennessee, Herbert Bradford. I just said it backwards. I guess I said it backwards. I didn't hear it. But what's up, Cattle Dog? What I meant to say, if I didn't say it correctly, is General Nealon never lost to Bear Bryant. Is that right? What's up, Kid Will?
I don't know if that's what he meant. I don't know if he's saying because you cussed Tennessee. I don't know if he said something negative. But, as fans, I'd like to say that if our team isn't producing right, I think we have the right to cuss them. Just saying.
Yeah, definitely. What's up, Greg? Let's see. What am I doing here? Somebody said check the comments. Are you talking?
What?
Who was it that said that? Check your text. Oh, check my text. What did I do? Spell something wrong? That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me.
Welcome to BBD TV. Sunday live stream.
I don't see anything, do you?
I'm looking.
I mean, my punctuation may be wrong on BBD TVs.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Maybe he meant the text like in the chat here. What are you talking about, General? What's up, Roland?
Text message always says
No, not yet, Roland. We're still working on that. I think instead of doing articles, which I still may do. We haven't decided on that yet. I may do both. Just depends. I'm putting a lot on my own plate right now, and God knows I can fill up a pretty good plate and handle it, but we're just going to see. We're doing the podcast instead, but I'm still going to attempt to do some writing. Yes, contrary to popular belief, I can write, and I can even read. Now, if you ask the general about my computer skills and my ability to take direction, not too good. Not too good at all. Um, what are you talking about, General? Oh, he's talking to them. Okay. You got to keep up with that, Carter, because I suck at keeping up with these. Not text and uh, chat room battles or whatever, but
Right. Generals. Well, Bam Marines having a good time. No comments. At the expense of a few Tennessee fans, looks like. And there's a West Virginia fan, Nick Davis, that has arrived, and he says that we should disband football for good.
Well, a couple of years ago, I might agree with you. I'm not going to check it right now, General, because I've got good audio and I don't want to mess any of that up. That's
Text
what.
me, General. Text
Yeah.
me.
Well, it may be something he can't
Oh,
or
okay.
don't want me to read out loud or whatever he doesn't want to say.
I may know the
Hey,
answer.
you too, Aaron. Be kind to that girlfriend of yours if she's still around. If you haven't ran her off already.
Also,
Oh,
the general is saying that BYU is a national title contender.
what year was that? That would have been a legit comment. Maybe 87, 86, somewhere back in
When
there.
John Detmer was there.
Yeah. Now they had pretty good teams in the 80s. Of course, hell, he may have been there in the 80s for all I can remember. My memory
I believe he was there. 84, I think, was that good year they had.
sucks. That good year. Has it been that long since Ty Detmer's been there? Holy crow. Let's see.
So,
Yeah.
General wants me to ask you if he can call in and promote their show. Him and Josh.
We can promote it for you.
If you follow recruiting and you want to know more Tennessee recruiting specifically, General is definitely the man for that. And him and Josh are going to have a show, and it's going to be
It's gonna be a podcast, right?
Yeah, a podcast. It's going to be on the hill with Josh and Luke. Is that right? Did I say that right?
That's what you guys told me earlier.
Yeah.
I wouldn't at this point, based on the last couple of weeks, I wouldn't put anything out there etched in stone because things have changed so much over the last couple of weeks. So until you actually see it on the website, but that's the plan for the general, which I guess it's okay to say his name. Is it okay to say your name, General? You didn't want us to say your age last week, so I don't want to screw that up.
Well, if that's what it's going to be in the show, I'm pretty sure.
Well, who knows, man? Who knows with these kids?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
No, on the scrimmage, we were 28 all, Justin. If we got in down there at the end, I can't remember. If we didn't, then they were up 28-21. But I know our ones manhandled their ones, and their twos manhandled our twos. And Elizabeth and Dobbins Bennett got into a pretty good scrap Friday night too.
Herbert Bradford says, DVD, meaning BBD, you have a good show. Your guests are out of control. No wonder Uncle Luke cut loose. Of some of them, I am out. Well, see you later, Herbert. I'm sorry that.
I mean, who's he talking about?
I don't know. I guess it's got to be people in the chat. Or
Yeah.
maybe it's me. I don't know.
No, it's definitely not you. He's talking about.
Maybe maybe the comment I made about the cussing your team thing.
I don't know. Be more specific, Herbert. If it's something going on in the chat, let me know, because that's hard for me to keep up with it. And well, he may be talking about Bama Marine, because Bama Marine's been a little bit of a turd tonight, but that's okay. I'm used to that.
Bama Marine, you know I'm too young to do that. It's a Nick Saban snuggie, okay?
What's up, Squid Tard? You've already missed your shout out, so I can't give you another one. I'm only allowed to do one shout out per show. Oh, I met Squid Tard today at Calhoun's, and I now know Squid Tard's actual name, which I will not share with you. Very nice to meet you, Squid Tard. Very cool dude, you and your brother. Actually, wait a minute. I think you did say that it was okay to say your name. Hell, I don't know. I've slept since then, literally. Shout out to my boy Cattle Dog, who may or may not be a Arizona Cardinals fan. I'm not sure. Of course, he's an Arizona Cardinals fan. Oh, wait, it's me that may be ashamed to let it be known that I'm a Cardinals fan, not Cattle Dog. Now, we're going 15-0 this year, I promise you that. And then we're going to lose. Our last regular season game will be 15-1, and then lose in the first round of the playoffs. Water bottle gaming has officially gone off the deep end. What is the deal with this BYU shit, General?
He's just having a good time with it, I guess.
I mean, he can't really believe that, can he?
I'll tell you this, man. If we go 14-1 and just lose to BYU, I'll take it. But in my opinion, if we lose to BYU, I don't see the season going well at all.
I think this is Bama Marine's first night on a keyboard, possibly. What's up, Volunteer Roadshow? Well, Volunteer Roadshow is a new guest of ours here on the BBD and Carter Sunday Night live stream. Never seen this guy before. Don't know anything about him. Don't know any of his internet goings on. But he might be able to tell you in the comments. Someone lives at West BYU is absolute trash. Now, do you know that to be a fact, Cattle Dog, or is that just an opinion? Because this general clown in here seems to think that BYU is going to beat Tennessee. Oh, my goodness. Tell us what. Squid Tard's real name is John. Sorry. Do what, Carter?
John Doe?
No, he didn't tell me his last name. All I know is John, and his brother's name is Jack. John and Jack. It was the John and Jack show.
I guess we lost, what was his name, Herbert?
Herbert Bradford. I've seen Herbert in here before. I'm pretty sure. Somebody else help me out here. What's up, David? Isn't Herbert Bradford a relatively common name in here? Or a regular name?
I have never seen his name before in here in my life, ever since I've been on the stream.
I know I've seen it before. I don't know if he's in here all the time. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. You're out of here. Timeout for water bottle gaming, and I never put people in timeout. I'm not going to say never. But
right.
That's what I thought. Catfish. I thought I'd seen him quite a bit.
He wasn't too Catfish. Yeah, he wasn't too thrilled with either me or the people in the chat. One of the two, we're not sure, because he made a comment earlier saying that BBD, he got on the BBD for cussing Tennessee. And then I just said that, well, as a fan, if your team's not performing, you have the right to cuss them. And anyway, either that was upsetting him or the comments.
Water bottle gaming number 2. I bet water bottle gaming is.
Wow.
Who's the guy that used to come on here a long time ago? Can't remember. Slept since then. I hate that it's come to this, because I mean, I really don't like even doing this timing out shit. But I do know for a fact that occasionally there's a youngster that likes to watch this live stream, and I don't think he reads the comments, does he, Flint? But he doesn't need to be reading shit like that. I can take most anything. I can even take people dropping F-bombs in the comments, but the stuff like that I can't. That comment I can't handle. Did notice Uncle Lou wasn't in here very long tonight.
No, he made a few comments and he was out.
Yeah, well, that's pretty normal. He usually doesn't stay very long anyway for one reason or another. I know Uncle Lou is a very busy man. He's made that perfectly clear. Very important man. Very important busy man. Yeah, today we weren't talking about practice. Well, actually we were. Bama Marine. That's all we were doing was talking about it because we sure as shit wasn't watching any of it. Hey, look, I got the best view of the day today, didn't I, Carter?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. I mean, that's a Lionel Richie. Never mind.
That's not even a Lionel Richie thing there. That was just.
Man, we talking about practice.
Man, that was amazing.
Volunteer Roadshow says, he said the people in the chat don't respect BBD. Oh.
That's what
Herbert Hoover said.
Herbert Bradford said the people in the chat don't respect me?
Well, who can blame them?
Really? Really? I mean, damn. I can't even take care of my own teeth. How come? Nope, not going to ask it. I don't think he's in here, but what goes up and never comes down? If you know the answer to this, Carter, don't say anything. But what goes up and never comes down? That's the question of the night.
I'd like to use my Fifth Amendment.
Okay. Yeah, Volunteer Roadshow is the kind of guy that'll like promise you the Grand Canyon and then only give you the sign. No, that's not correct, Catalog. What goes up and never comes down? Well, apparently, lately, it's Alabama's frickin' I guess we're just gonna have to ignore this cocksucker. See, I can say anything I want on here. Even George Washington had to use a knife for the first bite of an apple BBD. That's a good point. He had wooden teeth, though. Didn't he? Didn't George Washington have some wooden teeth?
That's what I've heard. I don't know.
Yeah. What else did you have on your list, Carter?
Oh, let's get to it. But I was going to say, can you imagine if it was like cedar or, something like that? So, you can taste that.
Yeah, that'd be bad. What's on the list?
Well, what about the beer in Neyland, man? Thoughts on beer in Neyland? It's going to happen.
Yeah, by the way, don't anybody time out Bama Marine, Squid. I know it's too late now, but wait a minute. Yeah, don't when Bama Marine gets back in here, do not time out Bama Marine. And this freaking chat thing has turned into what I was hoping it wouldn't turn in, and we didn't even need Uncle Lou and Sean to get it to go that way. At least I don't think so. The beer, the beer, the beer, the beer. I think it sucks. What do you think?
5 years ago, I'd have been like, heck yeah, man. Let's try to make it more rowdy. But, now I'm not so sure. But you got to think, the reason they say that they might as well do it this way is because they feel like people are just, usually they just go and binge drink, up until game time. And they're thinking that this might help them from doing that. But honestly, it's not, because they're going to charge probably $8 for a draft beer. And I don't want to pay that much for a draft beer. I don't know about you.
But there's plenty of people that will. I won't pay 8 cents for one.
Right, yeah. And
But yeah.
They'll definitely, do last call probably by the end of the third quarter, I would think. But I don't know. I'm anxious to see how it goes, though.
I guess I kind of am too. I think the skybox guys are going to be happy. Um, you know. No, I'm not mad at you, General. And by the way, hello, Michael Rector and Caleb. How's it going?
That's my boy Caleb right there.
Is that? I was wondering if that was your friend or not. Good to see you,
Yeah.
Caleb. Good to see you as always too, Michael. I think it will be kind of interesting, but a lot of people already come to the games buzzed, and I guess my thoughts on it are they're going to get their alcohol anyway, whether they're selling it in the stadium.
Yeah. All you got to do is go into a bathroom stall at Neyland Stadium in the men's room, and you're going to see piles of little liquor bottles everywhere.
Yeah. And I don't think those people are going to stop bringing liquor into the stadium.
Oh, God, no. And now they sell those pocket shots where it's like a shot of liquor in a ketchup packet. And that's so easy to just put in your pocket, and just tear it open and pour it in your Coke that you bought in a souvenir cup and, have a good time.
Yeah. So there's, Richard, you may be onto something there. More alcohol is not the answer.
Somebody made a good comment about Dave Knox. The upper bowl is so steep. That's all we need is a bunch of drunks, and I agree with it.
Maybe that's where we should put everybody that drinks, is in the upper bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. By the third quarter, they're all going to be so sauced.
I mean, I've gone to games where I've seen, I don't know, people are already sauced, in my opinion, when they walk in the stadium. I see it all the time. They can barely stand up, and so either it's going to make it worse, or I'm kind of thinking that we're not going to really see a big difference. I'm kind of thinking that way.
That's probably actually going to be the deal right there. I don't. Yeah. The only people that will notice a difference in it will be the people that drink, probably, and it'll be easier for them. That's the only real difference. And the extremists, the people that just want to have something to bitch about, they'll have a problem with it. Is it going to be draft beer? I mean, they're obviously not going to sell canned beer and definitely not bottled beer.
Well, if they do bottles, it'll be the plastic bottles like they sell at NFL games. I'm not sure. I would think they'll do draft, but they might do bottle. They do sell plastic bottle beer at games, at NFL games, and hockey games.
I guess the real question here, of course, went right through one ear and out the other, is how much money will be made. That's
a big thing, because the University of Texas made almost like $1 million in just beer sales, and that's a pretty good chunk of change just for selling some beer, and I don't know. I'm not against it, but I'm not like super excited about it. I'm not a big drinker myself, and I'm definitely not going to pay the money they're going to want for it either.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what'll be interesting is to see how much they actually charge. I'm guessing $10. That's going to be my guess, unless they've already said it.
I don't think they have, but I was thinking, yeah, $8-10 easy. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's more of a problem when you get into selling liquor. And I don't think they're selling liquor, but they could do that too.
That would surprise me for sure.
Yeah. Richard Hawkins says, I like to remember the game. Well, I mean, I don't think it's going to take anything away from the game, personally. I mean, if you've ever gone to an NFL game or any kind of, you know, just like a bowl game. You know, you go to bowl games, they sell beer and liquor. Every bowl game. Off-campus stadiums sell beer. Wherever you go, just about. So, I mean, Florida and Georgia play every year. I mean, they named their rivalry after a cocktail. I mean, I know they changed it, but I just don't think it's going to be a big, you know, noticeable thing. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm probably going to just have to agree with you. But let's see, there was a comment up here. Shit. Hey, Hoghead, how you doing? Love the name. Later, see you bye, Catfish. Damn it. Maybe it was Vodka Drinker's comment about smoking a bowl up in the upper deck. Let's see. Always smoked a joint in the upper deck.
Really?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? Of all the weed that I smoked back in the day, I can't remember ever smoking any inside the stadium. I'm not saying I haven't, but if I have, I honestly don't remember.
I've never seen weed in the stadium, but 2010, I saw a couple, I'm not saying they were students, but I saw two guys out in front of everybody doing coke in the bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a Tennessee fan and an Ole Miss fan. They were doing coke. I was like, all right.
Richard Hawkins, I also don't want to have to deal with more drunks. I don't blame you, Richard. I don't think there will be more drunks. I think there will be more drunks. Because, you know, they'll get hammered out in the parking lot at their tailgates, and they'll go into the game thinking they're just fine. And, you know, well, I could drink 2 or 3 more, and then drink 2 or 3 more and be so freaking shit-faced, you know, they won't even remember the score of the game. And that could be a good thing, depending on your schedule, you know. Like Alabama, they may want to get sauced and hammered and Schlitz-faced when Tennessee comes to town this year, because they're not going to want to remember that score. Anybody going to agree with that? No.
Well, you know, Richard says smoking weed at the stadium or smoking weed at the game would be great. And then Joel Gillum says weed is much safer than beer. I agree with that. Weed is much safer than beer.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I agree. Joe Gillum is, by the way, a friend of mine from out in Seattle. He is a Anderson County fan. Anderson County sucks. I hate to tell you that, Joel, but I think you know that at this point. And they're not going to do anything again this year, so you might as well saddle up your devil and ride that thing, baby. Go Jackets. Beat everyone.
He put the general likes kids. Well, that's not really appropriate, but the general is a kid.
Yeah. I mean, as far as we know, I've never been told how old the general is.
He said, undelete my message, and I'm wanting to say that he meant instead of 2 B's, 2 G's. That's not going to fly here either.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what that is, Vodka Drinker, but I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with weed, doesn't it? The hookah hits.
No, hookah's tobacco, actually, Keith.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's flavored tobacco. It's pretty good, actually. I've been to a hookah bar a couple times.
Oh, they actually have a bar for that.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
I think I've heard of it. I just didn't know exactly what it was or is. What's it like?
It tastes good, and it, like, you know how when you first started smoking cigarettes, you kind of got that, like, you know, little buzz.
The head rush.
Yeah, the head rush. You get that with that. I did.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's just tobacco.
It's just flavored tobacco, yes. It's a
Wow.
big pipe that's got a couple, like, cords.
Oh.
Different people can smoke it, and there's, like, the tobacco's on top, and they put a charcoal, you know, to keep it burning, and everybody just takes their hits and sits there. Yeah, it'll give you a buzz.
This vodka may be onto something here. You can burn hash out of it as well.
I'm sure you can.
Yes, Adam Basham, I love Lane Kiffin. He is by far my favorite, not former Tennessee head coach, former Alabama assistant. How about that? What's up, El Nino? How's it going? How can you not like Lane Kiffin? Look, I'm over the whole 2009 shit. Yeah, he screwed us over. Yeah, he sent our program into a tailspin. No, wait, actually, that was Mike. Damn it, not Mike. Yeah. What the hell was our athletic director's name? Mike Hamilton.
Mickey Mike Hamilton.
Yeah, Mike Hamilton. Some people say it was LSU after the 2001 game. We were talking about that today, in fact, me and Squidtard. That was the 2001 game, was it, where Rohan Davey started, got hurt, and Matt Monk came in? Is that right?
I mean, I don't know if that was the start of it, because, I mean, we had some pretty decent seasons after that. I mean, 2002 wasn't very good, but if we had the season we had this year in 2002, everybody would be like, oh, we did a great year.
There's a legit question, Carter.
What's that?
Who could you tolerate more, Kiffin or Butch?
Kiffin, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta agree. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of us were really happy with, I hate to say it, with the way the direction the program was going with Butch in the first few years. It's only that last year that everybody got pissed off. You know, we were 9-4 there, and everybody was riding his jock, you know, like a Lane Kiffin cowboy. Don't know what the hell that means, but everybody was high on some Butch Jones. And even myself, I thought, man, you know, next season we might actually finally get over the hump. But no, all the stupid shit started happening. Or stupider. I know that's not a real word, but, you know.
I felt like after the way 2016 ended, I felt like I felt like 2017 was going to be his last year because of everybody we lost, and, you know, a lot of fans were done with him after we lost to Vanderbilt in 2016. They were.
Yeah. Man, somebody, was it Squid Tard today? I think it was Squid Tard. Get this, he asked me the question, is this the year we finally beat Vanderbilt? I think that's the way he put it. And when he said that, I almost kind of cringed a little bit on the inside and thought, I can't believe that someone actually asked me, is this the year we finally beat Vanderbilt? And it was a serious question. So, Carter, is it?
I hope so, man. I hope so. I mean,
and see, that's not the answer I was hoping for.
Well, I mean, Jesus, it's been 3 years, and I've caught myself year in and year out the last 3 years saying, you know, oh yeah, it's Vanderbilt, we're going to beat them. But I mean,
appreciate it, Adam. By the way,
it's just, I think we got a better chance. You know, last year before that game, I don't know if you remember, but I kept telling you, like, dude, we're not beating them. I was like, we're not beating them. I kept telling everybody that. Not trying to be like Mr. Right, and they're like, and the reason why is because last year we could only stop one-dimensional teams. If the team could run, if the team was only good at running the ball, we could beat them. But if they could pass and run, we were screwed. And that Vanderbilt was that way.
Richard.
And I went to that god-awful disaster.
Richard Hawkins asked, let's see, where was it? Would you be happy with Shiano? Hell no. Well, you know what? Obviously, when they were going to name him the coach, everybody flipped out. And I think most of that was because of the internet. Obviously, all of it was on the internet except for the few hundred people that stormed the president's office or whatever. But most of that was because of the internet. And I can promise you, had we hired Greg Schiano and he came in here and first year, you know, took us to a bowl game, everybody would be just peachy dory with him. Don't you think, Carter? Most people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the extremists, like you said.
All right, Cattle Dog, thanks for being in here and policing the joint for a while. Appreciate it, brother. I hope you're right, Ben. I hope we get to see Trey all year. We need him bad. Gate City. They do. That's a fact. They do. Someone asked how to get a cowbell at a Mississippi State game.
I think he was meaning into the Tennessee game. He's a State fan.
Oh, okay. There's several different ways.
Oh no, he did say it. Mississippi
Well, he
State
did
game.
say, but I can't answer that one. But a shitload of people do. I mean, you probably just walk in holding it in your hand. I can't envision anybody there saying anything. Yes, they have, Adam. I don't. Well, is it all school sporting events, the alcohol thing, or is it just Neyland Stadium?
Well, I don't think they're going to have it at track meets.
You never know. But
probably just football and basketball. I would think. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be at Neyland and Thompson Bowling Arena. I don't even think they're going to do it at the softball or baseball game.
You know what? I'm going to disagree. If this is just opinion, if it's just opinion, I think baseball would be the more obvious, and maybe not obvious is the right word, but it would be the best place to have it because generally you want to be sitting outside and on a warm day watching baseball, drinking a cold brew if you drink beer. And granted, not all the games are on a warm day. In fact, half of them are probably on a cold day. But I think I'm going to say they're going to have it at Lindsey Nelson. Maybe wrong, don't have a clue. But I'm just going to say they will, just for the hell of it, just to be different. You want to argue about it? So we can polish up on our arguing skills? You still with me?
Schiano guy knew more than that. He was around with Penn State and all that stuff happened. It wasn't just that.
I don't know. I'm going with whatever vodka drinker says because vodka drinker's smart. Way smarter than you, Carter.
No, I'm not saying he didn't. Schiano knew about the Ohio State thing too, but I'm pretty sure he was
trying to spark a damn argument here.
Well, I got a way to do that.
Let's have it.
10 greatest players from each program in the SEC. Debatable.
10 greatest players from each program?
The SEC's greatest players. In the SEC.
I can't even think of 10. But you go first.
Well, what school do you want me to go with first? I'm going off of a source here, King.
Just go with it.
Just see if people agree. What school first? Let's go with Alabama for our boy Marine.
Okay.
Let's see if he agrees. All right. Should we go 10 to 1? Yeah, let's go 10 to 1. That's easy to do. So, 10 greatest Alabama players. Number 10, Bart Starr. 9, Woodrow Lowe. 8, Derrick Henry. 7, Joe Namath. I'm going to turn the page here. 6, Cornelius Bennett. 5, Leroy Jordan. 4, John Hanna. 3, Don Hudson. 2, Derek Thomas. And 1, Ozzie Newsome.
I agree with Bama Marine. Derek Thomas, number 1.
Well, yeah, Derek Thomas number 2 and Ozzie at number 1.
Wonder why they would put Ozzie at. I mean, it's it's all opinion based anyway. But and the guy that wrote that, was this his opinion or did you take a poll?
It was a poll. It's a magazine that just came out from Street and Smith. Street and Smith special commemorative issue, the SEC's greatest players. The 10 best all-time players from each SEC school.
Did I hear Kenny Stabler?
No, you did not.
Interesting.
And Joe Namath was at 7.
Okay. I mean, that's fair, I guess. I don't really know, to be honest. Let's go with Tennessee.
Let's go with Tennessee. And, I mean, this is, like I said, some of these are debatable. But,
hold up for a second. Vodka says Ozzie had a better career as Ravens general manager, and that's true, I guess. But does that even apply?
I don't think so.
I don't either, because that doesn't have shit to do with being a football player at Alabama. Now, if you factor things like that in, then that makes sense. But
let's go with Tennessee. Number 10.
Take care, Flint. Appreciate it today. Had a great time.
Yeah. Number 10, George Bad News Capico. He was also, I believe, he was a player than a trainer. He actually finished 4th in the Heisman Trophy voting in 1939. Number 9, Bob Suffridge. Offense/defensive lineman from 1930 to 1940. We got a lot of old guys. Number 8, Steve DeLong. I think a lot of people know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, which he's always one of my favorite players. Big Bad John Henderson won the Outlet Trophy in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, Eric Berry. No, John Henderson was 7. Eric Berry was 6. Sorry. Number 5, Hank Loricella, that we talked about earlier. Number 4, Johnny Majors. Number 3, Doug Atkins. Number 2, Reggie White. Number 1, Peyton Manning.
Disagree with number 1.
Okay, then who is number 1?
I don't know. I just disagree with putting Peyton there.
I don't see how you can dispute that, honestly.
It's an opinion.
Okay, but they're going off of stats, they're going off of wins, they're going off of, there's a lot of things that factor in.
Yeah, I know, damn it. I don't know. I just think there's other people that have been more important to the program before Peyton Manning, of course. He's definitely top 2 or 3. I think we've had this argument before, actually.
Yeah, but just his stats, nobody.
Well, people like Johnny Majors. Some people would say Johnny Majors ahead of Peyton Manning, but you can't use the stat things with Johnny Majors because they didn't throw the ball but 2 times a year when Johnny was here.
Johnny was a running back, so he would run the ball more.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, I understand. But
if Peyton were to come back and coach us to something significant, then I don't know, man. I just you ask me this if we talk about this on a different day, maybe, or even a different year, I'd probably agree. And he may be deserving,
Well, as far as quarterbacks go, definitely, no doubt about it.
Say that again.
As far as quarterbacks go.
Oh yeah. I guess yeah. What about Atkins?
Yeah. I agree. Doug Atkins was huge. He's more known for his NFL career, I would think.
Atkins?
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of the only 2 NFL Hall of Famers from the University of Tennessee.
Who's the other one?
Reggie White.
Oh, okay. Duh. Damn. See, there's so many things that play into this. And, you know, okay, let's take Peyton Manning out of the equation. Who's number 1 then?
Well, according to this list, I guess it'd be Reggie White, but
is that because shit, see, it's all subjective, I guess. I don't know. That's why, like I said, that's why it's opinion based, and I don't know very many people that are going to completely and totally agree on a top 10, from top to bottom. Maybe on the 10, but not the placement of the 10.
yeah. Well, it's just like what we were saying, We can argue for a lot of these. There's certain. I felt like Alabama's their number 1 was definitely more, I don't know how to say it, I guess. It's kind of more of a toss-up. When people think of the greatest player from the University of Tennessee, 95% of them will say Peyton Manning.
Yeah, you're probably right. 95 to 100% of the people that are still alive. Go dig up some bodies, and ask some people that were alive back in the 50s and 60s. You may get a different answer, obviously, because Peyton wasn't around then. But I don't know.
If you look at Georgia's top 10, obviously, who do you think the greatest player from the University of Georgia is?
Clearly it's going to be Derek Dooley.
Herschel Walker. It's going to be Herschel Walker.
And no, I didn't mean to say Vince Dooley. I was trying to be a little bit funny there. But yeah, Herschel Walker.
I could go through each one of these and you could probably guess. Well, I don't know. Kentucky's might be kind of hard. Greatest football player.
Shit. I don't think I can name 10. The Cobb kid.
No, you ain't got to name 10. I was thinking who you think the number 1 player from the University of Kentucky is. And it's not Hefty Lefty. I'm sorry, he didn't even make the top 10.
Is it don't tell me his freaking name. The quarterback.
Definitely not Tim Couch. No.
Okay, that's who I was going to say, but I'm sure it's somebody that was
George Blanda.
Yeah. Okay. I'm totally in agreement with that.
Okay. Now LSU. Who do you think the number 1 player is? It should be obvious.
It is.
Before your time.
But I can't remember his name. Say it.
Billy Cannon.
There's somebody else, but yeah, Billy Cannon.
Tommy Casanova?
No.
Okay.
Name some of their top 10.
I'll name you their whole top 10. Alan Faneca, Y.A. Tittle, Patrick Peterson, Bert Jones, Kevin Falk, Charles Alexander, Glenn Dorsey, Jerry Stovall, and you got Tommy Casanova and Billy Cannon. Okay,
maybe it was Billy Cannon that I was thinking of.
Yeah, he won the Heisman, of course.
Okay, that's it then. I was thinking of the guy that they made a movie about him.
Mississippi State's number 1 is Dak Prescott.
No argument from me. Ole Miss, Missouri. Archie Manning.
Yeah. Well, Missouri is Chase Daniel. We'll go to Ole Miss. Ole Miss, number 1, Archie Manning. Number 2, Eli Manning. 3, easy to think. South Carolina, that should be a no-brainer. South Carolina, too.
George Rogers, that's a hell of a family right there. Isn't it?
Yeah.
When all 3 of your football players, save for Cooper, he would have been a great one too, I think. But
as a receiver.
Yeah. That's a shame. That's a totally different story. But it is a shame that we didn't get to see how Cooper would have done. And quite frankly, of course.
If he would have gone if he would have been able to play, we wouldn't have had Peyton.
Exactly. That's where I was going. Yep.
Yeah. Texas A&M, their number one is John David Crow. Vanderbilt, Bill Wade.
How about Auburn?
Come on, man. You know that one. That's an obvious one, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Pat Sullivan.
Right. No, Chavo Jackson. Cam Newton was number 2. Pat Sullivan
Over
was
Pat
3.
Sullivan? Really? Wow.
All right, here's one. How about Florida?
That's
kind of obvious.
I'm thinking Spurrier, but maybe not.
Try Tebow.
No way.
Dude, are you serious? Tebow won 2 national championships.
I don't give a damn if he won 4.
If you look at their stat, freaking Spurrier only threw for 4,000 yards.
I don't care. Fuck him.
Tebow had 10,000 yards.
I don't care. I don't care.
7.
I don't care. I can't stand him.
He had 3,000 yards rushing.
I don't care.
Well, I would put Warfel in front of Spurrier.
Okay.
What about Arkansas? Can you think of that one?
Shit. No.
Darren McFadden.
Okay. List some more of theirs.
Okay, I'll go from 10 to... Number 10, Brandon Burlsworth. 9, Ken Hamlin. 8, Jonathan Luke's. 7, Sean Andrews. 6, Felix Jones. 5, Steve Atwater. 4, Dan
Steve
Hampton.
Atwater?
Yeah. 3, Billy Ray Smith Jr. 2, Clyde Scott. 1, Darren McFadden.
God damn it. Now, sorry about the background noise. It's been going on for the last 10 minutes or so, and it's going to be going on for the rest of the show.
Yeah, I wondered what that was.
Do what?
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, I think you got a pretty good idea of what it is.
I do.
I believe you, Richard. And I'm not really arguing Tebow. I don't know. I can't stand the name. He's a great kid. He's a great man. He's a great Christian. He's a great football player. He's a great blah, 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 blah. Anyway.
He wasn't a great NFL quarterback.
Thank you, John. Yeah, thank you. There you go. But, anyway, that's enough talk about Florida. Fuck 'em. Did we leave anybody out?
I don't think we went over everybody.
Now, what would be really hard is to do a top 10 SEC.
They actually have.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Illustrated did it, and I actually have that issue.
That would spark some arguments right there. Let's
you want to know who the number 1 quarterback is from the SEC according to Sports Illustrated?
Tim Tebow.
Peyton Manning.
Okay. Good answer. Good call.
Number 1, Herschel Walker. Running backs, wide receivers. I'm gonna have to go look. Somebody from Alabama, though. Alabama had a lot of number 1s. We had a few. They put Reggie White at the defensive line. Number 1 defensive line from the SEC. They even put Jason Witten as the number 1 tight end. It's funny, though, he didn't even make this list.
Yeah, the top 10 Tennessee list.
Yeah, but he made the number 1 tight end in the
Well,
SEC.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Do they have just a flat-out top 10 players?
I don't know.
Not basing it on any position specific?
If they do, I've never seen it.
Can you all hear that noise? Can anybody hear the background noise?
Just a little bit, but maybe because I'm on the phone.
Okay. Well, this microphone is super sensitive. Adam says no. Matt says I hear it.
What is it?
Okay. Well, that's good. I appreciate that. Vodka says it's a non-issue, but it's an issue to me.
Like somebody was like rocking in a chair or something. I don't know.
Yeah. There's only one fastest lineman in the Watauga Conference.
Let's see. I'm gonna try this top 10 SEC players of all time. First name pops up. I'm marketing. Give me a break. SEC football, the 50 greatest players of all time. I'm not going to do all 50, but I'll try to see if I can get all the way down to number 10. And then let's try that. How about that?
Yeah. What's up, Peyton? How you doing? So what?
All right. Number 10, Emmitt Smith, Florida. Number 9, Frank Sequich, Georgia. Number 7, Danny Werfel, Florida. Number 6, John Hanna, Alabama.
These are just the top 10 football players, right, in the history of the SEC.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Okay. Number 5, Cam Newton. Number 4, Bo Jackson. Number 3, Peyton Manning. Number 2, Tim Tebow. I'm sorry. Number 2, Herschel Walker. Number 1, Tim Tebow.
Is that the same people that did the earlier list you were talking about? It can't be.
No, it's not. No.
Okay.
No.
Because they had Peyton above Tebow on that one.
There's a bunch of these lists. Holy crap. I mean, like from different sources is what I'm saying.
Right. Well, that would be some interesting reading for sure. I'm glad I don't do all the magazines anymore like I used to. Because I'd be super pissed off half the time. Vodka Drinker, you need to put out a publication, man. I would read yours. For sure. George is about to get a commitment on Friday for another running back at running back U. It's hard to argue Georgia being running back U.
No kidding.
At least going back to 1980. George Rogers or Herschel Walker, who's better?
Herschel Walker?
I don't know where that freaking screeching sound's coming from. What do you think about the Vols record? What do you think the Vols? You know, I've been saying Peyton all this time. I've been saying 7-5. But here we go again, as the case usually is with not just me but all Tennessee fans. The closer we get to football season, you know, I'm sensing more wins. 8-4 maybe. It may be 5-7 again for all we know.
I think a lot depends on OJG, number 2 there.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
my biggest concern for this season.
Even over the line, protecting him?
Well, that, but yeah, I mean, but even him. You know, everybody keeps saying that O-line should be a little bit better. Well, if it's better enough to give him time, can he throw the ball? I just want to know if he's the kind of quarterback with 2 minutes left to go in the game, can he drive us down the field and win the game? I'm not sure. Yeah.
Do we have any kind of history that can even remotely back that up?
Will we beat UK this year? Well, we beat UK last year, so I think if we beat them last year, we can beat them this year. I don't know.
We'll have to go up there to the scary, what do they even call that place now? Commonwealth Stadium.
It's Kroger Field.
Squid Tard was hidden by Squid Tard. Interesting.
Yeah, it's Kroger Field or Stadium.
It'll always be Commonwealth to me.
Yeah, I agree.
You know.
The times I've been up there, it was always Commonwealth. And I'll tell you what, man, that's the coldest place I've ever watched a football game.
It
coldest I've ever been in a football game. And where we sit in that wind whipped right in on your face. It is miserable.
I can't think of anywhere that I've ever been to a game that was colder than the coldest time I've ever been up there. And that was the Peyton Manning, Tim Couch duel.
Yeah, 97.
Yeah, the year that he got hosed.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I went there 4 straight times, though. 03, 05, 07, 09. That was the last time I was there, was 09.
Well, who would that be, Vodka? I'm sure General knows because he is a recruiting agent. Not agent, but pretty good on his recruiting. And by the way, General, how did you let Ty Youngblood's commitment get past me? You're in trouble. You're in the doghouse for that one. I'm in the doghouse myself for that one. Ty Youngblood, another kid at Greeneville.
Oh, who did he commit to?
Furman.
Where's that?
Yeah, I know that's it. Yeah, you're joking, right?
No.
You don't know where Furman is?
I've heard of it. I've heard of Furman. I really don't know where it's at. But...
Well, it's in South Carolina. Believe it or not, I was kind of hoping he would go to Vandy. As much as I hate Vandy, but he's probably.
Did he get offered from him?
I'm not sure. I know he was looking at him. He's probably not big enough. He's freaking monster enough, you know. But I don't think he's big enough, to be honest. He's just another one of our kids that's just not quite big enough. But I don't know, man. He maybe could play in Vanderbilt's system. I don't know. My cousin Justin would be better to answer that than I would. I think he's seen him play.
He has 2 offers from Furman and Army.
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't want to go to Army.
Well,
he didn't want to,
yeah. I don't know.
Long way from home, and you got to do service after.
That could be it. Furman is a military type school too. Military type school.
Right, but you probably don't have to go straight into the service, right?
No, I don't think so. I really don't know. Can you answer that one, Vodka? General, you might even be able to answer that. How was that before you had my number? I didn't get mad at you. I just reminded you that I have Twitter also. Do you know the answer to that, General, about Furman? General or Vodka, either one. I mean, I guess I could look it up, but there's a very interesting reason why. I'm curious why he didn't go to Army.
What was the question? General wants to know what the question was about. I want to hear it again, too.
About Furman, that's not a military school, right? I mean, you don't have to go into any kind of service.
I don't believe so.
I don't either, but I just want to...
They probably got like a really good... Oh, Pop says Furman isn't military in any way. BMI is.
Oh, you know what? I bet I'm thinking of the Citadel. I
Yeah,
bet I'm
you
thinking
are.
of the Citadel. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, they're Furman says. Juno says Furman is a Christian school.
Okay. Doesn't surprise me at all. Now that you said that.
Well, we got 4 minutes left in the stream.
Trying to look back. Is it almost 10 o'clock already?
Yes, sir, it is.
I don't think an hour is going to be a problem at all, is it?
No.
Well, then again, we won't have the benefit of people in the chat.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We'll see.
At first, but he said that he might, interact with the chat.
General says BBD go longer. That's what she said. I've been waiting on a good "that's what she said" comment.
I mean, if you want to go longer, Keith, you can go right ahead, but I haven't eaten today.
Nah, I'm out.
Okay.
Nah, I got some shit here I need to deal with.
Yeah, I know. I tell you, go ahead and have that blow up. Just get it over with.
Just wanted to tell you, since I forgot, there is a picture of Zeus going around.
What?
Zeus on crutches. I think he left a couple of things out or something there. You lost me on that.
Yeah. Uncle Luke says, where did my mod go? I'll tell you what, man. Uncle Lou, you are one entertaining person. I will give you credit, man.
Oh, now you come in here with 3 minutes to go and ask for no timeout. Jeez. You didn't even have time to piss me off. I don't think did I time you out? Somebody else timed you out, didn't or did I? I don't remember. Shit, that was 7 days ago. No, I think this is the real Uncle Lou, not the Uncle Flu, but the Uncle Lou.
This is Uncle Lou.
I don't know. It maybe not. Who knows anymore? There's so many people with friggin' troll accounts.
Yeah. Oh, well, if you're ready to end it, man, I'm going to get off here myself.
Yep. I'm going to be right behind you.
Guys, y'all everybody have a good week. Thanks for coming. Enjoyed it. See you next Sunday. We'll talk soon. Go Vols as always.
Yeah. Later. That was a catfish type leave there. See you bye. Click. You know what? I don't even care who's trolling right now. You guys can troll on because it's the end of the night. It's the end of this stream. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Been a good night. Been pretty consistent all night. Can only go up. You can only go up from the bottom, right? That's what I've always heard. So we shall see. Just about that. Squid Tard, good to meet you today, buddy. General, thanks for being in here. And yes, damn it, I do have a high school diploma, you turd. And we will see you guys next week, or maybe sooner on here. I don't know. Have a good night. Even better tomorrow.